So I have been to a couple stores, picked up a couple packages. I thought I would film a very minimal Christmas vlog. I don't really know if I can edit properly. When I'm filming this, I don't really know what my editing capabilities are, because I don't have a laptop on which I can edit. So, out of breath. I'm gonna have to come up with an alternative. But this is a very spontaneous vlog. Maybe I can edit online somehow or on my phone. Well, if you're seeing this, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna blow my nose because it's cold outside. Let me see here. I always have my blinds down because I'm a recluse. But there's snow outside. But also there's a bunch of people walking by here, and I'm often like in my boxers, and people look in, and I don't feel at home in my own home if I can't have that privacy, obviously. So that's my antisocial solution for that. All right, so they're opened. I also bought some DVDs in the secondhand store, but that's not for this video. So I had a couple awkward, not awkward, well, one awkward part of today's pickups. I mean, at the secondhand store, let me do this. I can rest my foot on the table. On the secondhand store, at the secondhand store, there was some, I think they must have been Ukrainian refugees. I've been seeing them a lot more recently, obviously, here in Sweden, south of Sweden. And a lot of the time they are, you know, I suppose they've moved here recently, they need to buy stuff, and so they go to the secondhand stores to maybe stock up on a few things. And there was this woman in front of me, and I couldn't really completely understand what she said, but I ultimately understood that she had to catch her bus, and so she asked if she could go ahead of me. And I'm like, who am I to say no to that? So I said, yeah, okay. And my errand literally took, after she was done, my errand literally took like 45 seconds. So I think she could have waited, but instead I had to wait for about, I mean, I want to say maybe 6, 7, 8 minutes. Oh, I just sold a DVD. Anyway, I got a notice on my phone. So I had to stand there for like 6, 7 minutes, and there was this woman behind me, and she was like demonstratively after a while like saying, oh my god, you know. And I'm not gonna be the guy to say that. I mean, miscommunication, you know, passport, you know, visa, ID, whatever, not visa, but ID troubles and miscommunications. I mean, let's have some understanding for this situation. We don't have to exclaim at passive aggressive, you know, whatever behind their back. But obviously, I mean, it was a little bit frustrating having to wait when my errand was that quick. So that's story number one. Story number two is, maybe I said that these are Christmas gifts. This is for my mom, and I mean, I never know what to buy for my family. I just end up buying like a shared gift. I you know, pick up a few things and I give it to them as a shared gift. But yeah, at this store, when I was gonna pick this up, I brought out my phone. I mean, I stopped maybe like a few feet, or maybe like a couple meters ahead of the register, because I had to bring up my phone, on which I'm filming now, to bring out the text message from the carrier, whatever, on which I had to identify my ID virtually or digitally, whatever, so that I could show her the QR code for her to scan and then to pick up my package. And when I did that, I think she said something. She said like "Varsågod," which means like, you're up, your turn. And there was nobody else in the store, so I assumed she was talking to me. But I just needed a few more seconds to kind of get ready with my phone, and so I ended up not saying anything to her back. And then I was ready like 10 seconds later. I showed her the QR code, and she kind of, again in a very demonstrative way, kind of turned around on her chair, her swivel chair, and kind of put on a couple of rings on her fingers, and then slowly brought out the device to scan my code. And she gave me this fucking look like, I hate you, you're a moron. Literally, I mean, there was hate in her eyes for me, just because I apparently was rude. And that's I mean, we're all just a bunch of me's walking around trying to do our best, and she wasn't trying to be rude, I wasn't trying to be rude, but we both thought that each other were rude, apparently. Story time is over. I needed to get that out. So, oh god, no, what am I doing? This is a mess. Well, anyway, so I just bought some snacks for my family, my dad, my stepmom, and my siblings. So some Parmesan chips, gingerbread blonde. This is there's nothing inside. This is like empty. Well, what is it? 90 grams for like $6. I mean, literally, it feels empty. This is a salty caramel kind of topping on ice cream. This is a marmalade fecon. What's that in English? I can't think of it. And orange, anyway. I bought some of these cookies, saffron cookies, biscottis, and another one of these Malmö. It's a southern city, like an hour and a half south of where I live. A really tasty Christmas, orange, cinnamon, milk chocolate, and yeah, I think that was all. So I'm gonna have to buy a few more things. I'll buy some booze for them, and whatever. And then this for my mom. This is a candle kind of holder of some kind. You can see what that is. It looks pretty nice, rustic and metallic. So that's for her, but I'm gonna try to maybe just, I want to find something else as well, but it depends on my finances, but I hope I can do that. So I just wanted to show you this, another day, another package kind of thing. And this was really hard to get home. I wondered if I could take this on my bike, kind of under my arm. But first of all, the roads are really icy, so I couldn't even go. I mean, I couldn't even use my bike for some of the way there to the post office. But even if it wasn't going to be any ice, this thing was so heavy and so big that I just had to kind of rest it on, you know, the bar in the middle, the frame of the bike, in between the seating and steering bar, and kind of balance it on my way home. And it was not easy, and it was quite painful. My arm cramped up like 20% of the way home, so I'm happy to be happy to be home. I think I'm stuttering more and I'm struggling to get my words out. When I'm cold, I've just come out from outside and I'm a bit tired as well. Sorry, anyway. So the shrinkflation is real, because 85 grams, that is just absurdly small. Surely this used to be at least 100 in the past. And this is expensive too. Anyway, let's have a taste of the Christmas stars cream cheese, off camera, of course. You know what? That's not good. That doesn't taste like anything. I when I grab these, because I don't know about you, but at least for the day, I can always go back in my memory, trace my steps, and kind of summon images and what these images made me think at the time. And I remember when I bought these today, that I grabbed the bag, I looked at the price tag, $2, okay, and I thought to myself, this is not gonna be worth it. But it's the new Christmas star, and it's December, so I have to do it. Merry Christmas, it says. And it's December. What choice do I have? I don't know if you can see, but the roads are so icy right now. They're glistening. I don't really want to walk on this, but I have no choice. All right. Literally right after I said that, I turned my camera off, and I almost slipped and fell. No joke. So that's why I walked on the snow instead. I mean, usually they put out sand, but they've been pretty bad at doing that this year. I don't know. I mean, on the streets, I'm not detecting much sand or gravel that's gonna prevent you from falling, and especially in the dark, because the lights out here, they don't work. I don't know why. Nobody has apparently nobody has called the landlord, but it is what it is. I'm happy to be home. So I just overheard, I left the TV on for some reason. Maybe not the wisest decision considering the electricity prices, but I noticed that they're playing Master of Puppets. This is the so-called music help, or the music aid, where for 1 week every year, I haven't been watching this before. I've caught glimpses of it over the years, but I haven't seen it. I mean, it's 24/7 for 1 week, so you can't really sit there and watch everything. But it's nice to have on in the background, and you kind of check in from now and then to see what's going on. And basically, the concept is that you have a few hosts in the cage here, as they call it, and they're not allowed to leave for 1 week, and they have to kind of be there entertaining the audience for a week. And they have guests, and they collect money for good causes. This time for refugees, I suppose, the refugee crisis, or some aspect of it. And it's kind of cozy to have on. Yeah, anyway, and there's a lot of Christmas themes here as well, because obviously it's close to Christmas, and so you kind of get into the spirit of Christmas as well while watching this. Anyway, I took my sock off, but I forgot the second one. Brilliant. But I have another haul. I wasn't supposed to buy all this unnecessary food today, but I couldn't help it. I bought a couple of baguettes. I got some shrimp mush, I don't know what to call that, but I usually put that on sausages. And then I bought some grilled, I don't really know what that is. It's not chicken, I have to say. I don't really know what that means, but it sounded nice. But I paid like $20 for this, and it was a little bit unnecessary. But anyway, I have a package. Let's open up the package. This is something I just happened to come across. It's the Hardcore Collection for Mature Audiences Only, Richard Kern. I don't know, I don't think there's nudity here. I mean, apparently some of them are on the pornographic side, which is not something I usually buy. But these are, I don't know, they looked interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be my thing, but I found a copy of it online for a realistic price. And yeah, apparently they call it cinema of transgression. It's not porn, it's just that some of the scenes might be on the limit. I don't really know, but yeah, it's gonna be fun to check that out. I don't really know what to expect, but I couldn't resist getting the DVD. All right, so this is my dinner. These turned out to be ribs, which I'm not. I just grabbed them. I mean, I thought it's some kind of meat. I know that I'm gonna like it. These are really nice, and then the baguette. So a healthy dinner for me, or not. And I'm watching the music aid once again, and I've seen like a bit of a clashing of different genres here. But I saw a couple of these just now, and well, I did like Right Side of My Brain. I thought it was pretty interesting. But Death Valley 69, however, was just like a, you know, I don't know, glorified music video for a Sonic Youth song. I didn't like that. I don't really like music videos too much. But the first one was interesting, the Right Side of My Brain. So anyway, I'll keep watching those throughout the week. So I suppose I can share this with you. I bought this recently. I ordered this online. It was part of the big package that I showed you previously, that I had to kind of lean against the bike frame. A bunch of food that I am not intending on eating instantly, but it's like it's a you know, snacks that I can snack on for weeks or months ahead of time. But part of it was this Japanese mochi. I've never tried mochi. I've tried a Japanese, I mean, an ice cream mochi, although they didn't call them that. This was in 2014, and they called them something else, maybe Dreamies or something. I don't really know, but it was a mochi, an ice cream mochi, and it was really nice. But ever since then, I've never tried it again. But I've always wanted to. But actual mochi, non-ice cream mochi, it looks kind of, I don't know why, but it looks intimidating. It's these kind of grotesque looking centers that they don't really look that appetizing to me, but maybe they are. I mean, finally I just had to. I came across this and I couldn't resist getting it. It's like £1 worth of mochi, and maybe I'll do a taste test in a video, but I don't know. Let me know if you like this, or if this is a bad example, a bad representation of mochi. Here's a couple of old Christmas lights, Advent lights that I can't use because they're broken. I don't know if I have. Maybe I have one that works up here. If so, then I'm gonna put that up later. But now I need to go to the grocery store and the pharmacy. It's cold outside. Apparently it's minus 10 degrees centigrade Celsius, according to my apps, and I'm not looking forward to that. But let's do it. Once again, I'm home, and I'm sorry for the bland content with nothing but hauls, food hauls, but it's better than nothing. Let's see, I bought some gift wrapping paper. Let's see if I have. Yes, so I already had some up here, so I wouldn't have had to buy that. So yeah, I actually met my grandfather at the supermarket just now. And I told him, he made a joke like, "Oh, you're buying so much gift wrapping paper for my gifts." Anyway, I can't speak. And I said, well, they don't really expire, so they will be up here now for a while. I don't need to buy any more of that until well, potentially ever, depending on how things turn out. No, but maybe for a few years at least. So anyway, so what kind of a messy state is my kitchen in? Well, not too bad. A little bit of things to be embarrassed about, but not too bad. Let's unpack. Alright, so I've been actually purchasing quite a lot of food lately, so I don't have to worry about a lack of food in my home, which has sometimes been the case. But December has been treating me well with sales, and so I'm like, well, I can actually buy all the food I want. And so I but it's a bit of a problem because I can I can pace myself mostly, but sometimes I treat it I treat anxiety by eating. But I mean, should I just not buy food, not have food at home in case that happens? Just buy the food I need to eat for the day, and that's gonna have to be it. Like I don't feel like that's a lot of fun. It's not really a huge issue, but sometimes it can be. But I didn't really buy I didn't buy a ton of junk food. I was gonna say I bought some potato chips that I wanted to try, sour cream and black garlic, and these piri piri and roasted garlic. So this says black garlic in English. This says roasted garlic in Swedish. Anyway, some pizza, some butter, bread and milk, and this shrimp thing that I like. Eggs. I haven't had eggs in forever, and caviar. I love these eggs with the caviar, and especially on bread. I needed to buy some tape for my sails, and then marmalade, napkins, whatever. And anyway, I think it's finally time to retire these raggedy. They're basically rags, more than they are pants, and they're kind of disgusting. But I'm a creature of habit, so I've been using them even though they have big holes in them. But now, like, there's a hole extending across the knee, so when I'm like sitting down, I have to pull up the pants so that they don't get torn anymore. But I had these. I was getting these by my sister. When was that? This year for my birthday, I think. And I haven't been using them too much, but now it's time. It's time to use them finally, because these I just can't have them anymore. But they're really comfortable. So anyway, I'll be wearing these now for the next 5 years, I guess. Well, I'm sitting here. It's Friday evening. It's Saturday evening. I was gonna go to my mom today, 1 week before Christmas Eve, for dinner. But instead, I'm sitting here in my long sleeved hoodie, and I'm feeling kind of like I'm coming down with something. I had to call last minute and say that I couldn't be there because I might be catching a cold at the moment. I don't know, but I'm feeling. I never have on a hoodie at home, like never. But I'm really cold. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just watched a film. It's over there. And I'm not in the mood for the snacks. Like I have no appetite. We'll see what happens. I haven't been sick for a number of years actually, but I like his shirt, by the way, Slayer. There's a lot of things going into this. I mean, there's so many people involved, so many different camera angles and projects and what have you, all kinds of things. So I'm enjoying this, and I'm gonna miss it when it's over. By the way, am I the only one who likes chewy cheese balls? I mean, I don't know about the, any other kind, but this particular Swedish version, I poured this up yesterday, and I didn't even intend on eating much. I've had maybe a third of the bag, but I love when these sit out for a couple days because they get really chewy, and it brings the flavor out. And I know it's disgusting according to some people, but there's also a
a very tired subculture of people in this country who likes tired. By that I mean like it's not necessarily the most interesting topic to talk about because it's kind of cliche at this point. But a lot of people like chewy cheese curls, but I think the chewy cheese balls are better. Like if you want to leave out cheese snacks for the day, then I think the balls are better than the curls. So that's a very a very important sidetrack. So I've made some sandwiches here, some poor man's sandwiches, but I like these. I mean, they're gonna taste nice. Last day of the music aid. I haven't been follow. I mean, I have been following it, but it's not like I'm sitting here all day watching it. But usually when I'm eating, I want to watch something lighthearted, and so this is suitable. I feel like, but it's the last day of this today. Like I said yesterday, I will miss it, but it's coming back next year, isn't it? So, all right. Still have the hoodie on, but I am doing better. But something is going on because I never sit here with a thick hoodie on. But yeah, I think I should be okay tomorrow to do the errands I have to do and so on. I don't know if you watch Top Gear, but I was confronted by this when I went on Twitter, which I don't really go on Twitter very often, but Jeremy Clarkson is saying, "Come on, France." James May is saying rubbish, presumably referring to the World Cup finals that is currently going on. So I thought that was funny. I don't really follow people on Twitter anymore, and I haven't been on here frequently since many years ago. But these were the people that came up when I went on here to look something up, and I was just entertained by the two of the Top Gear stars or Grand Tour stars commenting very briefly about the finals. Oh wait, hold on. Well, the music aid comes to an end, so I gotta find something else to watch and become attached to. Shouldn't be a big problem, but this was fun. And just like that, the snow and the problematic roads are a thing of the past, hopefully. I do like snow when I'm inside, but when I'm on my bike, it's quite nice not having to deal with it. Of course, right after I said that, I was confronted by this icy slope and I almost fell. And I made a very awkward noise, like a as somebody walked past. Oh well, that's what happens. Oh god, this is horrible. Well, now I feel kind of silly for speaking too soon. Yeah, I don't know what happens sometimes. I'm trying to be positive, and I have been positive this video, but I just need to let something out, and I just feel horrible at the moment. I feel like I don't know. I just go outside and I'm trying to be a normal person, and somebody says something to me which is completely fine, and I don't know how to even cope with a simple question from another human being, and then I come home and I just collapse underneath of these very silly, banal, small, mundane things that go wrong, and I feel like an absolute failure, and I feel everything is just wrong for a while. So that's the video's serious moment, I hope. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I just needed to share that with something or someone, whatever a camera taking away can be construed as.
I bought some more food, and I really I don't feel like working out, but I know that that's what I have to do. I absolutely do not want to do it. I know I need to get back to working out. I need to lose weight. I need to feel better, because right now I'm a big mess of awfulness. And the hill feels insurmountable at times. Maybe that's not the word. It feels unclimbable, right? But I just have to do it. I know I'm gonna feel like shit. I feel physically uncomfortable. I'm not in a good shape, but I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do it now. I thought that I would listen to myself for once. I know I will feel better if I do it. So let's just fucking do it. Man. Yeah, it's the beginning of this long climb. This obviously a Sisyphean task. That's a tired old expression, but that's literally what it's like. It's so dark here. Sorry.
In Connecticut and Miracle on 34th Street. Lucky you!
Alright, so I worked out for about 20 minutes. A little bit shaky. Okay, but I'm really happy about that. I went non-stop for that time, burpees and squats. So I'm pretty happy with just the fact that I worked out, because it's been such an uphill battle when you ignore it. And you indulge too much in food, and everything just becomes more difficult and more anxious. So I'm happy about this first step. I'm gonna work out tomorrow as well. That's the plan. Food is cooking, and I'm making eggs for the week. I just noticed my hand looks pretty bad. Sorry if this is disgusting, but I have these problems with rashes on my knuckles. It's a very limited amount of skin space, but on my knuckles on my right hand, and a little bit up here as well, I always get like this in the colder months, whereas my left hand is not as bad. But what a great angle. Sorry about all of this. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna end the video. It's time for me to edit the video, and I'm gonna maybe have something on in the background. It's currently December 21st, and I'd like this to go up on the 24th, so hopefully that I can make that happen. I'm really in the mood for a video game as well, but I don't really have any that I haven't played. The only one that I have is this one, Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I don't really like combat in games, and I've heard that the combat is quite tricky with this game. But that's the only one that I have that I haven't played. So maybe that one I should give that a try. I do like the life simulation and the sort of open world adventures feeling that you might get from a game like that. This is a great game, by the way. I played this earlier this year, Celeste. Really recommend it. I did manage to finish the complete story, which I didn't think I would, because it is a pretty hard platforming game. But the difficulty is increased, little by little, and the gameplay becomes quite addictive. So I really recommend that. Oh, and this one I played recently as well, Soma, amazing game. Yeah. Well, I really want to thank you for watching. I got some things to do here today. I have laundry as well, and then working out, of course. Okay. Again, thank you so much for watching. Yeah. And I'll talk to you soon.